A good welcome again, good people, and I hope you are keeping safe. Now, today we are going to look at the important web design factors. Now, these are the factors that your web developer should consider when developing your website. Or if you're a developer like me, what factors should we consider when we are developing our client website? Now, let's go through them. I'm going to take the shortest time possible. Now, the first factor is which domain name and who are going to be the host of the website. The domain name is what will tell the intended users the name that you associate yourself online, or that your business associate with online. Now, like for instance, if you have a beauty e-shop, you can have a domain name with words like beautyeshop.com, something of that sort. So it's good that you choose a good domain name. A domain name should be simple, should not be complicated, and should actually tell what your website is all about when the user get into your website. Now, who are going to be your host? The host company is a very important factor for you to consider, because if the speed of the host are slow, then you can't be sure that your website is going to load slowly. If the servers of your host company are not secure, your website is not going to be secure. Your website is going to be penalized often by Google. So it's very important that you consider who are going to be your host company. The second factor is the branding. Now, about the branding, every business has the brand that it is associated with. Probably this might be the logo, this might be the colors, this might be the design and all that. So have a unique brand for your website. Have a unique brand. This is going to sell you to your customers. This is going to make your website and your product to be unique. The third factor is what we call the responsiveness. The website should be responsive. Nowadays, most people are logging into the internet with different devices, and therefore no one want to strain viewing the website, and therefore your website should be as responsive as possible. This means it will be in a position to fit in most of the devices that our client will use. The next factor is know what your audience want. The reason for building a website is for audience to visit it. Those audience, they will be your first clientele. That audience, that viewer who visit the website, your website is the one that is going to make him or her to be able to purchase or to be able to request for the services that you're offering through the website. So know what your audience want, know what your audience are interested in. The content should be very relevant. Don't put a lot of irrelevant content. Nowadays, nobody want to have a foolscap or a storybook sort of a website. No. Make the content to be simple, to be direct, and to be very relevant. With this, your website is going to help you to sell and even market your product and services. The next factor number 5, is usability and navigation. Make your layout to be easy to navigate. Make your website to be easy to use. Don't have so much hidden menus. Don't have a complicated design. No. Nobody wants to spend a lot of time trying to figure out where to find a certain function or a certain menu. No. If people are busy, and therefore your layout should be as simple as possible, so that our audience will find the services or the product they are looking for with a lot of ease. The next factor is include calls to action. Now, like for example, what am I calling the calls to action? These are the ways or the tools that are going to convert the visitors into clients. Now, like for instance, if you want a customer to purchase, you can have a button for purchase this product. If you want to get the details or the contact for the client, for the visitors or the viewer, so that you can contact them later, then you can tell them, you can have a pop-up form that tells them, kindly fill in your details here and we'll give you a call later. So those are what I'm calling the calls to action. They normally convert your visitors into leads or into clients or into customers. That is a very important thing to do. Now, the next factor, and a very important factor, is the speed. Now, this is the speed of the server and the speed of the website. One factor that ensures that your website is going to load fast is the speed of your server. How can you be able to measure the speed of your server? You can use this website here. This website is called the Bit Culture. The Bit Culture here, what you're supposed to do is just to come and enter the URL of the website that you want to test the speed. Now, like for instance, I have my website here. I can come and copy that, and then I come and paste it here. I remove this, and then let me see. Let us see the speed of the server that I'm hosting with. So here you can see the different criteria here. Seems there is a problem somewhere. Let me see. Let me check again. Let me do the test again. Good. Seems there is a problem with this. Let me come here. I copy this again and then come and paste it here again. These are some of the things that we experience. Yes, now it is going to work. And you can see here it is telling me limtechsolutions.co.ke, congratulations, your website hosting server is exceptional quick. So this tells me the servers that are hosting my website are quick and fast. So with this now, I'm in a position to optimize the website for it to load faster. In my next videos, I'm going to show you how you can make your website to load faster. You can use things like a chain. You can magnify your images and so on. So I'll make that one to be a topic on its own. So the speed is very important. The speed is very, very, very much important. Now, again, before you even come and test the speed of your server, it's good to test the speed of your internet, because again, your internet might also be slow, and these might affect the loading of your website. So how do you test the speed of your internet? Speedtest.net. This was an online tool that is very helpful. So let me come and say go. We test the speed of my internet, the download and the upload. Good. So these are the results. The download is 11.19 megabits per second, and upload is 10.88 megabit per second. So you can see my internet is not that bad. Good. Now the next point is what we call the aesthetics, and this is simply the feel, the touch of your page. So make it to be appealing, to the users. The other important factor is the compatibility with multiple browsers. Nowadays there are so many devices that have been manufactured or developed, and some of them they are using very old browsers or different browsers. So it is important that your website is compatible with all these browsers, so that different viewers with different browsers are able to be comfortable while viewing your website. And then the last factor is, will social media play a big part in your online presence? So it is important to decide whether you're going to include the social media handles or not. But for me, social media are a big part of the website marketing. They convert the client either from the social media to the website, or from the website to your social media handles, and therefore those are very important factors. It's a very important factor for you to be able to consider. And with that, those are just some of the few factors that we should consider when we are developing, or when you are giving your web development task to any developer. And with these simple factors, I can assure you that your website is going to be good. Your website is going to serve the purpose for which you intended, and your website is going to convert the viewers into potential customers. I wish you well. Let's meet in the next video.